Evening, everybody.
Evening. Welcome, Keyforgers.
Yes.
Key peoples.
Okay, so the end of last week's stream, I had a deck go 3-0 in our last match, I believe.
You did?
And we left off, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That means I ended the stream 0-3. That's awesome. That's
I have a feeling you might turn it around tonight, Tom.
Not so much.
I don't know.
My brain's fried from sun.
So what do you think? Do you think we'll have more than one deck go 3-0, or do you think we're out? Just so everybody knows, I have 5 decks left total in my box.
I have 4.
And Tom has 4.
Counting that one, 4. I think it's gonna be slim pickings. It's hard to go 3-0.
My 5's counting this one, so.
I don't think we're gonna see another.
You don't think we're gonna see another one?
No.
The reason there's cash out here is not for you guys. This is Tom's cash.
Woohoo!
If you guys remember, we had a bet after the last stream. Yeah. Did you catch the live play today?
I did not.
Exciting news. They did not deny the possibility of them having an online Keyforge client.
Really?
They didn't confirm anything. They didn't say yes. Let's make that perfectly clear, because I'm seeing a lot of rumors abound. They did not say, yes, we're coming out with an online Keyforge client. They said, hey, it's a possibility, wait for an announcement.
There you go. That's not a no.
We should have a rulebook drop and some information on Vault Tours and Organized Play this Saturday at the Crucible Cast.
Nice.
Is dropping this Saturday. They did say on the live stream today that they would be talking about the rulebook and the and Vault Tours on the Crucible Cast. So
awesome. That's good news.
If you live in America, it'll be 2024, but New Zealand could probably have one next month. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So far away. That's dirty. That's so dirty.
So that's kind of where we're at, and I guess we'll just get into it.
Nice.
Let's see what we got, Tom.
I left my phone in the car.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. It's been one of those days.
We try and avoid making it look like that on stream, but Tom's busy, so he gets here. Oh, gross. He gets here right on time every day.
I'm hoping it'll slow down one of these days.
So what pops out to me about this deck right away is the heavy amber control and logos.
Nice.
I've got triple cutthroat research.
Whoa.
It's Dis Logo Shadows, and it is not the best. It's Plague Rat deck.
Ooh.
Plague Rats and Sealed are completely different than Plague Rats and Archon, I will say that.
12 Plague Rats?
Oh, I wish.
Yeah?
No bad penny.
You want that many Plague Rats?
The problem is, it's Dis Logo Shadows. Dis Logo Shadows with Plague Rats.
Yeah.
Dis and Logos have small creatures.
Okay.
So I've got double Amber Imp. That's the one that stuns.
Yeah.
double Tesmal, Gub, Archimedes, 3 Pip-Pips, a Professor Sutterkin, a Titan Librarian. Titan Librarian is the largest creature in the deck unless I can get Gub activated at 4 power.
Ooh, that's trouble.
Does have a Miasma, a Swindle, and a Redlock. But apparently my hope is that I can reap with all these Plague Rats and kill all your stuff. This deck has a lot of removal. If your deck requires creatures, you're going to be in for a hurtin'. Because all this deck is creature hate.
Perfect.
You're like, I'm Sanctum Brobnar Untamed. All I have are creatures.
I kind of like this one, but
nice.
After saying all of your... The problem is the ones I like are usually the ones I lose with.
Right? That's... that I hear ya. I hear ya. And the ones I don't like, I'm normally, okay with. So, and I don't know how I feel about this deck. I like the idea of this deck. I'm not going to like the execution of this deck.
Yeah. Let me grab this real quick so I can scan.
Yep. Tom needs his phone. So yeah, 5 Plague Rats. This could be interesting. I like Cull the Weak. I like double Tesmal, not because Tesmal's powerful. I like double Tesmal because I love having creatures that require an answer. I also did not realize that Plague Rat was elusive.
Fancy. Plague Rats, man, you just can't let them stick.
You know what would be funny? If there was like a cat in the new set, because they're printing cats. Nice. That is like, hey Mortivis, that is basically worthless except for it has the play ability, play, kill, play, purge each rat in play.
Nice.
just for the Plague Rat tags.
And from your discard pile.
Entropic Swirl, underrated card in my opinion. Very good.
What power is Plague Rat?
1.
Oh. Opal Knight.
I know.
Doesn't help.
Opal Knight's real good.
I've never seen a double Opal Knight deck before.
Oh, you got a double Opal?
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I just never seen it.
That's my favorite 2-player playmat is my Onyx Opal Knight playmat.
That was a cool find. I couldn't believe you found that. This is I haven't opened one of these in a long time.
So what is it?
This is Gengar Drummerot.
Does it got a grunt buggy?
Does not.
Pile of skulls, burn stockpile, any of that stuff?
Burn a stockpile.
That's pretty good.
Herod's Wall.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Especially with your Gengar Drummerknot, because most of the time if you can get the combo off, you want Gengar in your hand or next to a different creature. So he's on a flank and you leave your Drummerknot on the flank. So Hadros Wall's really good in that combo because you're getting so many extra fights off of that.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger that way.
Yeah.
It's got your favorite Brobnar card in the world. Starts with a P.
Oh, Pingaloo Noise?
No, actually a good one.
Starts with a P. Brobnar card starts with... Oh man, I am blanking here, Tom.
Wow, you weren't even in the sun today.
I know.
Or were you?
I wasn't.
Pound.
Oh yeah, yep. I don't have any daughters.
That's true. This one has some fun stuff.
I have a feeling you're gonna just rip this thing apart. There's just the only way this thing's gonna generate amber is through creatures.
Yeah.
And my Plague Rats are going to kill all of my creatures
before
before they kill yours. Your Sanctum guys are like, what was that against our armor?
And it's got the Armor Smith too, so that's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Untamed, you haven't talked about your favorite house yet, Tom.
Yeah, it's not that impressive. It's got a couple of the fun stuff, you know, the persistence hunting, the nature's call. But
That's starting to sound like a 3-0 deck, buddy.
I saw it and I was like, yeah, it looks fun. But usually the ones I brag up,
Yeah,
are tank, and then the ones I bitch about, pardon my French, usually do a little better.
So it sounds like you got some decent amber control in Brobnar, some good board stick, and some good amber burst. Gangernot's never a bad thing to have.
No, for sure.
So hopefully, it pans out for you. I mean, it'd be nice to have 2 decks that we know went 3-0 at least, or 3 more than 2 decks.
Yeah, I have one. You have one.
Yep.
So it'd be nice if we could both get we could both get one more each out of our boxes. That'd be.
I think for that to happen, I'd have to win 3 in a row right now, and your last deck would have to go 3-0.
That's true. Or vice versa. It could be the same way.
So yeah, next Friday, it looks like we will be opening up some mass mutations.
Should be fun.
I am very excited about that.
I am too. Should be a late night, nice long streaming night.
I am not. I'm frankly not super excited about playing a set that might see 0 vault tours. At least that I can attend.
Yeah.
Can't swing that plane ticket somewhere where there's no COVID. Maybe they'll have it on like one of those garbage islands out in the China Sea.
There you go. Well, they might just decide here pretty soon that COVID's just a strain of the flu and it's all nothing.
Yeah, they might. We'll see. We will see. Or give us all our own clean rooms. That'd be cool.
Give us a clean room, or
I wouldn't get convention flu every time I went somewhere then. That'd be nice.
That would be awesome. Or if our herbologist friends in Oregon over here that do the medicinal stuff, maybe if they could find us
a strain that kills it.
A natural cure, you know. That we
can just ask them. There's a natural cure for everything.
Something that goes into a pipe or a bong or something, maybe.
Okay. Heads or tails?
Tails, please.
Heads. Oh, here we go. Guess I'm winning the coin flips all night.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I know the person who normally loses the coin flips all night has the better record.
We'll take that. We'll take it for tonight. There we go.
I'll keep.
It popped up. I am not going to keep. That was the ugliest 2-2-2 I've ever seen.
Oh, hopefully I can get you into 2-2-1. It's just as ugly.
I shuffled that thing perfectly. That was the perfect shuffle. And you cut it even better than I shuffled. Alright, so I get 12 on this one. If I remember correctly. And I don't have a choice.
How's our setter kid go?
Looks about right. Don't like that setup because you probably got 2 of them in your hand. I'll draw 3. I hate using him without any amber, but
yeah. Logos. librarian. Pip pip. Reap. Draw 3. Play pip pip. Entropic Swirl Abad. The Grim, so it'll deal him 4 damage, and I'll gain 2.
So I get 3 damage.
Yep. And that's my turn. Already draw 1 and archive 1.
What's Pip Pop? He's reap.
After an enemy creature reaps, stun it.
Okay. Titan Librarian's not taunt, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Rook the Mark is going to kill Sutterkin.
Take 1.
Protect the weak here. Healing Blast to heal here. Abad is going to kill Pip Pop. Pip Pip. Taking none. And I will draw 2.
Okay. Dis. Start off with binding irons on you. Giving you 3 chains. Are you playing not finished with you?
We've done a lot of binding irons.
Yeah, we have.
Mostly you, but I got a few.
I think somebody could make an argument for Sutterkin, but I'm just going to use it for the pip. Then I'm going to Cull the Weak to kill your Abad. I will draw 4 and pass turn.
I'm going to play Roxador. Play Darna for 1. Discard Save the Pack. Play Flaxia for 2. Draw 3 and shed a chain.
Logos. Pip Pip's gonna trade with the Darna. I will reap with Titan Librarian. Then I'm going to standardize testing to board wipe. And I will I didn't account for that, man. Play Cutthroat Research. I will draw 2, pass turn.
Brobnar, Flamethrower, Gauntlet, Foozle, draw 3, shed a chain.
I will forge for 6. We're gonna go with Dis. Play Tesmal. Exhume. The Titan Librarian. Play Creeping Oblivion. And I'm gonna purge Abad and Flaxia.
What's that do?
Purge up to 2 cards from a discard pile. It's a rare that we didn't see much of, but it was in Coda and AoA.
Okay.
And I think in Worlds Collide too. That'll be my turn. Ready. Draw 3.
Brobnar, 1-2 punch. Foozle.
That's a lot of Foozle.
Foozle swing at Tesmal.
Okay.
Excuse me. Gauntlet of Command. Ready. Foozle to kill Tesmal.
Okay.
Relentless Assault to ready this Foozle. Kill here, taking 4. Ready this Foozle, no one to fight. Reaping. Someone died.
So you get an extra one.
Correct. Draw 3, shed my last chain.
I think it's as good time as any. Shadows Swindle. Draw 1.
Untamed. Nature's Call. Returning none. Grasping Vines. Returning none. Key Charge. Draw 4.
Okay. Forge for 6. Call Shadows. Play Plague Rat, dealing 1 to each non-rat creature. Play Plague Rat, dealing 2 to each non-rat creature. It kills them both because it's 3 damage total. Play Redlock. Play Dust Chronicles. And I think we'll archive that.
So it's only a play.
Yep. Ready, draw 5, pass turn.
flamethrower here. Drummer knot, screech bomb, gauntlet, kill. Draw 2.
Shadows. Hideaway hole. Knuckles bolt. Ready? Draw 2.
What's Knuckles do?
He has elusive and skirmish. And he's 3 power.
Brobnar, pound. I'm gonna kill him with flamethrower. Groke. Reap. Bounce Grope. Play Grope. Gauntlet. Grope. Reap. Draw 2.
Dis. Ember Imp. Tesmal. And we're going to banish Groke.
To my archives.
Yep. Draw 3. Pass turn.
Pick up my archive. Calling Brobnar. Brobnar calling pick up my archive. Play Groke. Gauntlet. Groke. Did that wrong. Infinitesimal. He's elusive.
I lose 1 because of Groke's fight ability.
Yep. Drummer knot. It's going to kill Tesmal, taking 2 more.
Returning Groke to your hand, you're replaying Groke.
Flamethrower. Ember Imp. Sack Screech Bomb. Draw none. Pass turn.
Shadows. Sucker Punch the Drummer Knot. Archives. Play Plague Rat. Draw 2. One day I will not have 2/2/2 in my hand. One day. One day.
Sanctum. Herodith's Wall. Opal Knight. Alon. Healing Blast. Draw
logos, pick up my archive. Play 2 cutthroat researches. Archimedes. Pip Pip. Poke. Seriously should have been deal 1 damage to a creature. I'll ping the Armorsmith for 1. I will crack the hideaway hole, so all my dudes have elusive.
Okay.
And I will draw 2.
Brobnar. Flamethrower here.
Archives.
Grokle swinging Archimedes. He has elusive. Getting your chieftain. Ready Groke to kill Archimedes. Taking 2.
Yep.
That kills Archimedes.
Mm-hmm.
Gauntlet. Oh no, he only has 1 damage because of that.
Mm-hmm.
King or chieftain to kill Pip Pop, taking 1.
He's elusive.
Oh. Killing, or
No.
elusive.
Not killing.
No, just swinging at him.
Yep.
Elusive messed me up with him not being elusive. But he was elusive. Okay. I will draw 1 and pass turn.
Okay. Shadows. Pick up my archive. Sucker Punch upon the Armorsmith. Archives. Play grab.
Oh wait, he was more. He was a 5.
Oh, yep, that's okay.
Okay.
He's got 3 damage on him.
Yep, he's a 3. That does an archive.
Oh, right, that does an archive. Play grab. Play grab.
That does kill him. But
It'll-
the first one...
The first one takes out all their armor. That's 2 damage to all of them. That's 3 damage to all of them. He's alive with 5 damage. And these are dead.
Not with 3 damage. 3 damage, they're
No.
5s.
2 damage plus 3 damage.
Okay.
And he has 5 damage on him. And my Pip Pip's dead. There's 1. And I'm gonna my ass me you. Ready? Draw 4, draw 1, shuffle. Draw 3 more. He killed the Grok.
So he's on the end.
Yep. My bad.
No worries. Somebody has to slide to the other flank.
And to be fair, the only thing I really cared about killing was
Armorsmith.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, Grok. Lost 5 amber to Grok. I think I may have won the game if Grok hadn't taken 5 amber from me.
Untamed. Rusnar. He dies.
Yep.
Fogbank.
There will be no fighting done on my turn.
Song of Spring. Not gonna do it. And Persistence Hunting. Drawing 4.
Alright. Dis. Play Gub. Play Amber Imp. Binding Irons you. And I'm going to banish the Rusnar. Ready, draw 4. Pass turn.
Sanctum. Opal Knight. Hallowed Shield. Blinding Light. Calling Shadows. Protect the Weak. I will draw 3 and shed a chain.
Okay. Logos. It's really tempting to do. It's the maximum number of plague rats you've ever seen on the table at a time, Tom.
4.
There's 1 armor. And I get to draw a card. This would do it. Okay, Logos. Going to Entropic Swirl the Opal Knight.
What's that do?
Deals him 4 damage, and I will gain 2 because he has 2 traits. And I'm going to standardize testing to board away. Play Titan Librarian, play Archimedes, and check with 6, draw 4.
Can't do nothing. game. It wasn't close.
Oh, it was. If you'd drawn the right three untamed cards, you would have won. You just needed to key cheat again.
I didn't have enough pips. My untamed sucked. Untamed was bad.
That was a good game, Tom. That was a good game.
It was closer than it should have been. But the Untamed was bad. I only had to key cheat because you stole my...
Well,
amber.
right, but persistence hunt, and that's why I purged Flaxia, to be honest with you. Because with Flaxia on the board,
That's the one that lost.
Yep.
Yep. Just to get rid of it so I don't mix it with that one. I couldn't generate any amber, so
well,
it was so slow.
the entire thing was slow. This deck is not fast enough to compete. More Brobnar Sanctum? Jeez, Tom.
Yeah, this one is scary looking for me. Maybe for both of us.
Tenth's Daughter, the Traitor of the Republic? That's an awesome name.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I feel like there should be some stormtroopers walking in. Dum,
Yeah.
dum, 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 dum,
Yeah,
dum.
That could be a Jedi on the
Yeah.
Archon card there.
There you go.
It's got one laser sword.
Don't know that I've ever had a Sanctum Guardian before.
Ooh, I like Sanctum Guardian.
Another Herod's Wall.
Nice.
A little more amber control there.
So you got Doorstep.
Yeah. But Gatekeepers.
Oh, nice. Gatekeeper's real good.
This is a little,
Underrated dude.
This is a little all over the place, but there's your Binding Irons. Gargantuous Scrapper.
Oh, yay.
Gotta love him.
Is it one of those Brobnars?
It's got a little bit of everything in the Brobnar section. Wants to fight, wants to steal, wants to,
Steel?
well, blood money, not really steal. Then Cold and Quiet wants to just lay around and
He wants to be left alone, Tom.
he doesn't want to fight.
He wants to be left alone.
Should be another slaughter. Probably won't get any amber.
It'll probably be me that gets slaughtered.
Not if you can give me chains at the rate that you gave them to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't get drawn 5 cards that long doesn't help.
Well, and that's when Binding Irons is best, is mid-game. Early game, nobody's established enough, it doesn't feel, that bad. And late game, that card can make a difference, but Binding Irons really messes with your tempo mid during the middle part of the game.
Yeah.
That's something that I think doesn't get talked about enough when it comes to Keyforge. Because there are multiple times in Keyforge where you're in the early game. Multiple times. You could be in the early game when you're both at 2 keys, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because it depends a lot on tempo, on the way the board's shaping out, card advantages, things like that. I think that's why, for instance, like Martian Generosity or anything that allows you to draw a lot feels so oppressive in Keyforge, because one of the big things there is one deck gets to instantly go to late game.
Yeah.
Because they instantly have all the tempo and are able to burn out the game from there. They get to accelerate the game pace, and that's something that is very, very hard to do if you have Sanctum Brobnar Untamed and don't have any draw cards or archive cards.
Well, after you got to draw 3 right from the bat, it's like a huge swing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. No, reaping with Professor Sutterkin is enormously powerful, especially when I get to draw 3 and then archive a card still at the end of the turn.
Yeah, it's because you don't have to have them ready. And that's what I didn't like a lot about the Mars. A lot of those cards, the players had to be ready. And it was just, it's hard.
Yeah. Well, and I don't feel that in the scheme of things that Squawker and Soft Landing were common enough, or Mars First, you know, to match the amount of requirement there.
Yeah.
Mars was cool, but it was also such a high variance house. I think that's why people had a big problem with it, because it was such a high variance house.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Tom? Do you think in January's set, which they did say it would be January/February, do you think that we'll see 2 completely new houses? Do you think they'll swap Mars back in at the same time?
I don't. I think we'll get 2 new houses, and Mars has been gone 2 sets now.
Yep.
They might. Yeah, they might leave Mars. They might bring Mars back, and then.
Who do you think's gonna
be
replaced?
Probably Untamed. Untamed has been long. This last set of Untamed was not the best. Heads.
Tails. What else? What other house? If we're sticking with the 2 brand new houses, what do you think? Untamed and what?
Probably keep Brobnar out.
Well, no, I mean out of the 7 that are in mass mutations, because Brobnar's already out.
Okay.
So if we're getting 2 new houses out of the 7, we have to get rid of 2 houses. You're saying Untamed's 1. I hope not, but probably. I think Shadows is the other one.
Probably. People are probably tired of all the steel.
I don't even think it's that. I think that Shadows has lost a lot of their identity since
They have.
And that was the problem with Brobnar, is Brobnar...
they weren't sure what they were
yeah.
doing. Yeah, Shadows is probably the next one up. And I don't see Disc going away after they just gave him the 7 sins.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I know this would make a lot of people absolutely furious, but I think that the 2 houses that should rotate out are Dis and Logos.
Logos would be a good one to get rid of.
You know, I'll keep. I probably shouldn't.
I am not.
Or your 6 Gargantes scrappers just not worth keeping, Tom?
No, too many alphas all at once.
Mm-hmm. Logos. Professor Sutterkin. Go.
Brobnar. Pound. Draw 2.
Shadows. Sucker Punch. Plague Rat. Knuckles Bolt. Draw 3.
Binding irons. Unlock gateway.
Dis. Cold week. Gub. Tesmal. Creeping Oblivion. To get rid of Binding Irons and unlock gateway. Ready. Shed. Draw 3.
Sanctum. Heritage Wall. Bulwark. And Lion.
Nice legacy. Bulwark's pretty awesome. Dis. Amber Imp. Reap. You cannot call Sanctum. Oh. Reap, you cannot call Sanctum. Reap. Amber Imp. I forgot that Amber Imp was both sides. Shed down to 1 chain, draw 1. Pass turn.
Brobnar. Blood Money. Trimmer. Ganger Chieftain. Bulwark into him.
Okay, cool. He dies.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he doesn't
He's
die.
a 6 power with 2 armor.
Yep, so he takes
He's
4. Gub dies.
And I will draw 3.
Okay. Logos. Archimedes. Titan Librarian. Pip. Shed the last chain. Draw 3. Archive 1.
Sanctum. Golden Aura. Healing here. Bulwark's gonna kill Titan Librarian.
Okay. Take 2. Oh, can't be damaged.
Yeah.
Oh, archive.
Lion's gonna reap and stun. Everyone else is freaking elusive. And I will draw 1.
Okay. Call Logos. Pick up my archive. Titan Librarian. Pip pip. This Pip Pip is going to crash into Lion. Won't deal him any damage. Gets archived. Reap and stun. Poke. Who cares? That's my turn. I will check, draw 3, archive 1.
Sanctum. Sanctum Guardian. Gatekeeper. Unstun. Bulwark will kill Pip Pop. Pip Pip. Draw 2.
Okay. Dis. Tesmal. Amber Imp. Unstun, unstun. Ready. Draw 3, archive 1.
And Ember Imp is the Reap Stun.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sanctum. Sigil Brotherhood. The 4 of them are going to kill Tesmals.
Okay. Cool.
No. 2 of them are going to kill Tesmal.
Well, you need to choose which 2.
These 2 will kill this Tesmal.
Okay.
This one will swing at Archimedes. This one will kill Archimedes, taking 1 damage. Draw
1. Dis. Reap. You cannot choose House Sanctum. Or no. You cannot choose House Dis. Exhume. Tesmal. reap, reap.
Stunning them both.
Ready. Draw 2, archive 1. Check.
Sanctum. Gatekeeper. Bulwark's gonna swing at Tesmal.
Which one? Okay.
He'll kill Tesmal. Reap, stunning. Draw 1.
Shadows. Spindle. Draw 2, archive 1.
Ready for a beer?
Yes, sir.
Sanctum. Doorstep. Gatekeeper will swing at Embersmith.
Okay.
Amber Imp. Bulwark. Lion will kill Amber Imp. Unstun. Reap to stun. Draw 1.
I have a few options here. I think this is probably the best option. Yeah.
I'm gonna change my phone sleep mode. Sucker.
Dis. Unstun. Binding irons you. And I'm going to banish the Sanctum Guardian.
Grubnar. Ramo. Grunt Buggy. Pop Sigil Brotherhood. Unstun here. Gatekeeper's gonna swing at Tesmal. Lion will kill Tesmal. Gatekeeper will reap. I'll draw one, shed a chain.
Okay. I am going to call Logos and pick up my archive. Titan Librarian is going to reap. Going to play standardized testing, killing 4s and 7s. Play Pip Pip, play Pip Pip, play 3 Cutthroat Researches. Check with 12, draw 1.
Discard Unlock Gateway. Discard Unlock Gateway. Play Streak. Play Schuler. Steal 1. Play Overlord Wrecking. Draw 5 and shed a chain.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shadows. Hideaway Hole. Playgrat. 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 Those 2 live. Everything else dies.
He lives.
Oh yeah. They'll have 5 damage on it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 2 armor, so he'll take 4. Play Redlock. And ready. Draw 5.
Sanctum, picking up my archive. Baruch the Marked. Sanctum Guardian. Chalet. There. Draw 2. Shed my last chain.
I wish I could have a 20 valid creature grunt buggy deck. I know what you hated about that list, Tom, but it seems pretty good from over here.
I never hated anything. I didn't like the Untamed in my last deck.
Shadows. I mean, you literally haven't generated any amber in the game, and for some reason you're in a position to win, so that's mildly aggravating. Redlock is going to let's see, he's 8 power, 1 armor.
Yep.
Redlock's gonna fight Shale. Reap 3 times. Play Plague Rat. Deal 4 to everything that's not a Plague Rat. He captures 1 and takes 3. Play Dust Chronicles. And archive that. Draw 3, check with 9.
Dis. I'll let you shuffle. You're complaining, but you're forging for 9 and 12 and still winning.
I'm not still winning. It doesn't feel like it on this side. It's called oppressive gameplay, Tom. Grunt Buggy's oppressive gameplay.
Impressive?
Oppressive.
Mm.
As much as you hate sitting across the table from it. Okay.
Dis. Spider. Dust Imp. Orb of
Invidious.
Yes. Old Yerk. Discarding there. Drawing 6.
Okay. But you've legitimately blown up about 14 of my amber at this point. That's what feels oppressive. Is you get there and then you aren't there, and you get there and you aren't there, and then you aren't there, and then you finally get there and you aren't there again.
Which matters nothing because I'm generating nothing.
Wish these guys had skirmish. That'd be hilarious.
They're plenty destructive on their own without that.
Let's go good play. Dis, Binding Irons. Not finished with you. And Creeping Oblivion. Doorstep. And Gatekeeper. Draw 3. Pass turn.
Brobnar, discard into the fray. Groke, Groggins, Cole. Draw 3, shut a chain. Can only draw 1.
He draws Wall Gauntlet, he's insane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just shuffled about 8 more.
Doesn't matter, I can't get Amber.
Well, you could. You just have chosen not to.
No, I haven't had a chance.
You've been fighting instead of reaping.
Because you've had all your stun out. Every time I reap, I stun. And you've had Tesmals.
Shadows.
Double Tesmal kind of makes you fight.
Gonna sucker punch the spider. Archive. Knuckles. Play Redlock. Creep. 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 Draw 3.
This. Streak. Bronze Key Imp. Schuler. Dust Imp's gonna run into Redlock. Old Jerk's gonna kill Redlock. I'll draw 3 and shut a chain.
Shadows, pick up my archive. Sucker punch the streak. Oh yeah, that's me, you. Dust Chronicles. Archiving that. Knuckles is going to hit the Groke for 3. And then I'm going to unstun 4. Draw 2. Pass turn. Miasma.
Brobnar. Into the fray, Groggins. I'm gonna start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, buddy.
What do you
6 uses. Rule of 6.
Gotcha. So I get the first 3.
He
with
takes
3
3.
pain. 3 damage. I mean, 3 pain. Groke is gonna swing at Knuckles. Cole's gonna kill Knuckles. Taking 3. 1, 2 punch. I'll draw 2. I haven't ruled a 6 in 6 months.
I was just saying, like,
I believe
if,
you.
if it worked like that, then cool, but
It's been a year. I drew 2, shed my last chain.
okay. Logos. Cutthroat research. Entropic Swirl, killing Merrick, because he has 2 things, so it deals him 4 damage. And I get 2. Poke your Grook. Placeholder can play Pip Pip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check with 15. Draw 5.
One off. Double check, but I'm pretty sure one off. Groke's gonna swing at Plague Rat. Pound. for ammo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How many cards were left in your deck?
Too many. I already went through it. 11.
So at the end there, we equalized. That's what I was wondering. That's what I was curious about.
I don't know what that means.
So you'd gone through the same number of cards I had. Because I had 11 left in my deck as well. Is that miscut? Or is it just a gap there in the cards? No. On the side. Oh, must have just been the way you were holding it. Looked like there was a gap in the cards.
You generate too much amber too fast. And if you can board wipe with the plague rats, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, the big thing for the deck has been I've been able to archive my miasma early. I think that's when you only have one or two key cards. For instance, if you got that grunt buggy earlier, I wouldn't have been on my first key so fast. And I wouldn't have held my standardized testing so long. Because I held my standardized testing for a long time. Because I was trying to line up a way that I could kill both the gatekeepers with it. And it was just never working and never working and never working. But I managed to forge a key before I had to kill either of the gatekeepers. If you had Grunt Buggy out, I never would have forged that first key. And would have had to standardize testing out of desperation. It changes a lot of things. Draw order.
Yeah. Well, if those two decks couldn't beat you, this one definitely isn't.
I don't know, Dish Shadows Untamed can sometimes, and we found that the decks I think are going to lose are, I thought that 3 Merkins thing was going to go the distance.
Not this one. Best card in here is probably Mighty Tiger.
Hey, Mighty Tiger's a really good card. Mighty Tiger's like S tier in my opinion.
Not against 12 Plague Rats and standardized testing.
Mighty Tiger kills everything elusive.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if he's already down.
That's true. Heads or tails?
Tails.
We flip-flopped. I'll keep
How cute.
Dust Chronicles. Archive that. Draw one.
Furtive Investors. Lights Out. Gamgee.
Shadows. Plague Rat. Knuckles. Draw 3.
This Poltergeist. Remember, you don't have any artifacts.
Logos. Archimedes. Sutterkin. Pip, pip. Pip, pip. Draw 4.
This Embrim's going to trade with Sutterkin, Dust Imp, draw 1.
Logos. Pick up my archive. Pip Pip's gonna trade with Dust Imp to the archive. Cutthroat Research twice. Sutterkin. Reap.
Stunning or just enemy?
It's just enemy with him. Ready, draw 1, pass turn.
Hideaway Hole. Yonsei Gang. DMG. Ronnie.
Pretty freaking good so far. It's a lot of amber control. Logos, pick up my archive. Pip Pip. Reap with Sutterkin. Draw 4. Titan Librarian. Reap. Poke the Yonsei Gang. Check with 8.
Unlock Gateway. Roma.
Forge for 6. All diffs. A Creeping Oblivion. Ronnie. And Yonsei Gang. Tesmal. Amber Amp. Cold Week. They not finished with you. Shuffle back in. 2 Playgrounds.
Welcome.
The guy wants to sell me 3 decks. Can someone take a look and see if the decks are good, please? Sure, Chincharo, if you want to link them up into chat,
It's just !D space deck name. Tom and I will take a look and
For sure.
see.
We'd love to.
My deck analysis, I know isn't that great, but I think together Tom and I can probably give you an idea of. We bought a lot of decks.
Yep. And sold
We've sold a lot of decks.
Sold a lot, bought a lot.
We can probably tell you. We can't tell you if they're going to win a Vault Tour, but we can probably tell you what we pay for them.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Okay. Knuckles Bolton, Whistling Darts. Draw 2.
Shadows. Hideaway Hole. 3 Plague Rats.
I forged.
You did. 3 Plague Rats. And a red block. Check with 6. Okay. Draw 5.
Mighty Tiger, killing there. Discard, save the pack. Grove Keeper. Draw 3.
Forge. It's not liking those deck names for some reason.
There's one.
No, there is one. Plague Rats. And then this one's going to trade with Mighty Tiger. 2 Reaps. Pass turn. Draw. Okay, what do we got here?
Overlord, Schuler, discard Misery, Exhume, Dust Stamp. No.
Yeah. Give him the Dust Stamp.
Yep.
Okay, the first one, Kehu Mentored. I'm not going to butcher the name. I'm sorry. Double Binding Irons, Double Streak. Ortanu. I don't know how I feel about Ortanu decks. Tom, you have a lot more experience with Ortanu decks than I do. What do you think?
I like them, but they gotta have some.
I mean, I have a triple bad penny Ortanu deck, and let me tell you what.
They have to have some help, for sure. Let me click here.
Okay. 59 sass, that doesn't tell you a whole lot. Amber control wise, this first one does not look. It looks interesting. Let's put it that way. I think it looks interesting. It's a double shard deck. I think all of your amber control is basically on Shard of Hope and Borden the Redeemed, which means there's nothing from hand. No key stop from hand. Eureka's good.
Not a whole lot of amber.
Not a whole lot.
A little bit of draw, but not a whole lot of help there.
I'll be completely honest. I'd give a couple bucks for it.
Yeah, the
Just because I like playing stuff.
Ortanu's fun, but you gotta have Ortanu has to have a lot of help to
Yeah.
keep him out there. Because as soon as somebody drops anything to purge, the Ortanu
Yeah.
stuff, it's gone, and Ortanu is basically a bad penny once that stuff's gone.
Yeah, that Kehu, like I said, I'd give a couple of bucks for it if it's something you're really after, though. For instance, I collect triple bad penny decks. I will start with this caveat. I collect triple bad penny or more decks, so like a quadruple bad penny deck, I've offered people $15 for one before shipped, which is the price of a brand new deck plus the shipping.
Yeah.
But that's because I don't have a quadruple bad penny deck, and I really like bad penny.
Yeah. It definitely is about what you like.
Yeah. And Tom knows. I mean, people aren't slouches around here, but I've taken weird triple bad penny decks to Chainbound and gone 3-0, just because draw order came out right and people weren't playing stuff that could deal with it.
Yep.
So that's one of those things. Let's look at this.
I like the Louise deck. That one's a little fun, a little more balanced. You have no amber control, not a whole lot. I mean, you got.
It's World Clyde Brobnar.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I noticed. Mega Grok's cool.
Yep.
But there's nothing to get him. I mean,
no help.
I mean, your War Grumpuses are only going to do so much. A Fair Game's pretty good. Six Semper with Spartasaur and Primus Ungus.
The tribute in there.
With a Maverick Bren the Fanatic.
Yeah, that's fun. Spartasaur, Scudum.
So, Spartasaur and Bren the Fanatic is a pretty fun combo. Especially on the turn you can drop it. So you could drop them both. And then, Exile and Six Semper. That Saurian looks pretty fun. It does look a lot more balanced with the Hysteria, the Evil Eye. You've got Gleeful Mayhem in there. The Brobnar's not very interesting.
No.
Doesn't have a whole lot that grabs my attention. But the Saurian look fun. 100%. Primus Ungus is crazy powerful. So yeah.
Third one seems way more balanced. The Shadows doesn't have any steel in it, which is always a bad thing for Shadows to me. If it doesn't have some, Dodgers, but that's...
Must be a Coda deck. Yep.
Yeah.
The Dis is okay.
Yeah.
Restring Guntus is fun. Hand of Dis. These, honestly, the three of them, they look like a good spread of the sets.
Yeah.
They look like good lower... This one's not lower end. I'd call it middle.
Yeah.
But good intro decks if you're getting into the game. These look like good introduction to the game decks.
If you want something like this, but you want like where the Drumble's fun, but you need something like a Doorstep or a Too Much to Protect to cover that Drumble. Because once they get the Drumble killed, which is just a 2-power, which is very easy, then all of a sudden they have all that Amber back.
Yeah, the only way you can keep that Drumble going is if you Drumble Restring Guntus to lock them out.
Yep. Get your Drumble next to Bulwark and Champion Anaphyl, but it's still, he's easy to kill with direct damage. So, but yeah, that third one looks like the best one. Obviously, even with the SAS, without looking at it, it looks more spread out.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have a whole lot of steel. If you can keep your Dodgers alive for a couple fights to steal something, but your Shadow Selves are going to keep them alive for a little bit longer,
but not a whole lot longer.
Not a whole lot longer.
Especially when your board wipes the Spirit's Way.
Yeah.
There's some interesting stuff in each of the three decks. I know I personally...
I wouldn't break the bank.
Would not, yeah.
Not to sway you. If there's something in there you personally like, go for it.
And that's what I think at the end of the day.
I would.
Since you said you're a new player, I'd offer the price of a new deck if it was me personally. That gives you 3 decks to get into the game. It's 3 that you can play over and over and over again.
Yep.
And hey, we could be wrong. You could play one of those and become very adept at it. A lot of it's playing repetitions on these decks, and you could become very good at it and just show up at a vault tour and smoke everybody.
And maybe it's your style. Maybe it's right up your style,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you get the swing of it. But if you're buying all three, maybe it's a package deal and you have to take them. Maybe you offer a little bit lower on the lower end ones, and then offer 10 for the higher, the higher end one. But that's completely up to you and how you negotiate. But that's on you, man. They're definitely, like Clay said, they're a wider array of decks from each set.
Mm-hmm.
So
If I were looking at competing in my local chain bound, if I were a very, very super competitive player, I would pass on those three. Just being honest.
Yep.
If I were looking for a Vault Tour deck, if I were looking for something to take to Worlds or Vault Warrior.
But in the same breath, if you're looking to get something that's lower end to get used to playing like with Guntus,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you do that on a lower end scale just so that you can have a Guntus deck to play with.
Mm-hmm.
But like Clay said, if you're looking to take that to Vault Tour, it's not going to fly.
Yeah.
25, 20, I would.
If it's.
I mean,
If
if
that's
shipped,
each,
I don't know if that's
for all
local.
three, I'd think about it. If that's each, no.
Yeah, he said all three
Yeah.
will cost. If it's 25 total shipped, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, 20. I'd push for 20 if I were you.
But yeah, part of the problem in Keyforge is deck evaluation.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's pretty rough. I mean, that's why like we do the openings and playing. That's why, for instance, Tabletop Royale, if you haven't seen them or given them a follow, I would definitely recommend hopping over there. They just did a Learn to Play Keyforge. But that's why what we open, we play. Because sometimes you look at a deck list like this. I was pretty sure I was going to lose. It's a 5 Plaguerat deck.
Where do you live, Chincharo? And I get that. Some places maybe you can't get them.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Okay,
Yeah.
$25 for 3 decks in Brazil.
Yeah.
Even 3 middling decks. From what I've heard of the prices there,
Yeah.
I'd say that's fairly.
And as long as you feel comfortable, they'll be fun to play. I mean.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of games out of those.
Yeah. And if you can get that Guntus to stick, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be real fun. So.
I want a Vault Tour match that way.
One of my best decks is like an SAS 72, 73, and that one deck you just showed was a 71. It really is your gameplay and how you swing them.
Yeah, I've got an SAS 69 deck that's got a winning record at Vault Tours.
There you go.
SAS is a good indicator of where a deck kind of is. It's based on card strength, not necessarily deck strength. But I dropped a Guntus, I think turn 3. Slowly suffocated the person out. They were able to play 1 card a turn for like 4 turns, but no removal and nothing to kill Guntus, and I just ran away with the game.
Makes it hard.
Okay, I am back in the game now. I'm going to call Dis. I'm going to exhume Playground. Deal 4.
So it does 4 to everyone?
Every non-rat, so yeah. Play Gub. Gonna Binding Irons you. Yeah, not a problem, man. Well, welcome to Keyforge. It is super fun.
It is.
One of the most fun things about it all is discovering your decks.
Yep.
Discovering what makes them tick. I've got some decks that on paper look like garbage. They have garbage ratings, but I enjoy playing them so much that I've become good with them. So I'm going to crack the hideaway hole so that my Gub has elusive.
Okay.
3.
Untamed Glimmer up here where he goes. Getting back Mighty Tiger. Play Full Moon. Play Regrowth. Back Grove Keeper. Play Mighty Tiger.
Who you shooting?
Go. Grove Keeper. Rustnor. Draw 3. Should have changed.
Shadows. Miasma. Reap. 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 Play Grat. Deal 5 to everything. And check with 8. Draw 2.
Can't stop you. On key charge for a second key, but that's it. There's Miasma. That helps. At the bottom. Heart of the freaking forest at the bottom.
Oh, you got a Heart of the Forest and a key cheat?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't matter though.
Well, it doesn't matter if you can't get them out. That's the big thing. If you can't get it out, it doesn't matter. Mind if I look at your deck list, Tom?
Yeah, go ahead, man. We're done playing. No big deal.
You mulliganed with this too, right?
I did.
Were you looking for the Heart of the Forest?
No. Just trying to get a better hand.
So on paper, this looks like a deck that if you can draw Heart of the Forest.
I
And
didn't see it either time. I didn't have it.
because with Glimmer and Key Charge, I think that deck has a shot. I mean, not a good one. I'm not
No.
saying it's great, but I am saying it's got a shot.
Yeah, it's 0-3 night. It's a great night.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
It happens.
Those always suck.
We have no time for the next game, so
We do not.
next week
Next week, our last AoA week, we
should be
will
awesome.
see what shakes
Switch
out.
with the next new stuff. Should be fun.
Yep. And we will switch. So we will be back with more Keyforge next Thursday. And next Friday, don't forget, we will be opening up some Mass Mutation. Doing the same thing that we're doing tonight, but possibly for a bit longer than we did it tonight. So we will definitely see you all next Friday. Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate you all.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow. Thanks for watching. It's nice to see that with us getting a little more consistent with our streaming, we're seeing a few more of you coming out.
Yeah. And we're getting more games in now that we're back from the plague.
Yep. So
stay safe, stay healthy.
Wash your hands.
If you're in the States, enjoy your Independence Day.
Yep.
If you're in the United Kingdom, well, suck it.
Sorry.
You didn't want us at this point in history anyway.
No, you didn't want us there. We just bring people down.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a wonderful night.
Peace. Be safe. Don't cough on people.